I'm going to demonstrate how to safely put on a bridle. The first thing to do is to place the reins over the horse's head. And then take the halter off, leaving it around the horse's neck. This is a very safe way to do it because at this point you have no control over the horse if you were to take his halter completely off. This way you still have the horse in your control. Second thing I like to do is to gently ask the horse to lower his head. Not all horses do this very well. And then I like to place my right hand between his ears and hold the bridle comfortably so that I can allow my hand to spread the bit through the horse's mouth. I then gently ask him to accept the bit into his mouth. When it's comfortable, place it over the outside ear and then the inside ear. Next thing is to always do the throat latch first. This way, if the horse were ever to get startled, you know the bridle will stay on the horse's head. Now, to appropriately adjust the bit, you first want to make sure that the bit is placed in between their teeth where there's a proper bit seat. You can see that the horses have no teeth between their back molars and their incisors. So this is a very appropriate place for the horse to have the bit. The general rule of thumb has always been to make sure that there are 2 wrinkles in the horse's mouth. However, some horses have smaller mouths and some horses have larger mouths, some with more skin around their lips and some with less. As you can see, this horse has much more than 2 wrinkles, but when we go to check to see where the bit is in the horse's mouth, it's in the proper place and not resting against the horse's top teeth. Notice that this may be a little too tight, so I'm going to loosen it a hole or 2. And that will keep it safely on without cutting off the horse's wind. Next, I want to adjust the noseband to make sure it's not too low on the horse's mouth to cut off their wind again and to have it properly keep their mouth closed. Another rule of thumb is to have it a finger or 2 below the jawbone, the cheekbone. Once the bridle is correctly fitted, you can then place the halter over their head, taking the reins off as well. And there you have a well-fitted bridle, and you're ready to go. For the younger riders that may be smaller, you may want to either use a stool and to get some leverage.